Yes, people. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United and all things Manchester City. Of course, I've not been streaming for, was it 3 days? Yeah, Friday was the last time I streamed. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's good to be back. It is good to be back. I have missed streaming. I have missed all of you lot leaving the city. It's rare that I leave the city. So yeah, man, big up to everyone supporting as always. Big up to everyone I see that carnival who recognize me. That is surreal and mad humbling, man. Because people who roll up to me and say they recognize me from this is crazy. So big up to everyone who did recognize me, man, and everyone showed love, and trust me, it's appreciated. Mad humbling as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. Always, I managed to meet Don C as well. Me and Don C linked up for the first time. So shout out Don C every single time. And yeah, I'd seen him and I was like, yeah, I ain't saying shit about Spurs. Fold me in a heartbeat. I was like, yeah, forget all that. You don't want them problems. Big up King in the chat. Big up Vikran. Big up Brush. Beans and Toast. Usyk in the chat as well. Hey, Jody, is that you? Message me, WhatsApp me if that's you, Jody. I'll mod you. Big up to Joe. I think it's Jody anyway. I think it is. Hey, big up Canal says, big up Flawless in the chat. I did see the 16 out of 10 shirt come out at Carnival. You know what's crazy? It's because I bought the red bucket hat and then I couldn't find the red top. I was looking around. I was trying to buy a red top and the red t-shirt. That's the only other thing I had was red. And that's definitely one of the that is definitely one of the outfits for next year. Is definitely that. I'm definitely gonna rock the red bucket hat, the Jordan bucket hat I had on, but just find a red top. But I couldn't find one. I really couldn't find one. So that's why. But big up to you, Canal, every single time as well. Nephew in the chat, big up, blessings, man. People Flawless is a breast brother, got the thing. He didn't bring that Teddy. You already know. Big up Don C every single time. Mackin, big up to you. Sorafel, big up as well, man. So yeah, man, large up everyone in the chat. Vader will be here shortly. Vader will be here shortly. Don't worry about that. I just spoke to him, so Vader will be here shortly. So keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United or Manchester City related. Granted, I didn't watch the Fulham game, people, but you can see United drew to Fulham 1-1 as I knew about. Talks about Mainoo wanting to leave as well. On the Manchester City side of things, they lost to Spurs again. Talks is that Donnarumma could be on his way to the Etihad also, and I'm sure there's plenty more as well. But I've seen Manchester United fans on socials in absolutely despair. Crisis. Game week 2, crisis. You would have thought that a team that finished 15th with most of the same players and the exact same manager would struggle the next season. Again, I'm just at a loss as to why people thought that people thought it was going to be vastly different with the same manager and pretty much the same team, bar and Bremo and Cunha. And I see Sesko didn't start. I was almost right because I said he was going to pick the exact same lineup against Fulham that he did against Arsenal, and I was one off. But it's not a surprise. Is Sesko still not ready, people? Let me know in the chat. Is Sesko still not ready, even though he's now trained for another week? Or is this manager just terrible? Is it that? Who still thinks Manchester United are finishing high in the table? There's another question I got for you, look. Let me know. Let me know. Everyone who was talking all that talk all during this summer period, let me know. Please. United still finishing 4th. Are we still finishing 5th? Are we still finishing 6th? Are you still questioning me as to why I don't think these things are possible? Let me know. Please. Vikram says, Flawless, I owe you an apology. I forgot how bad this manager was. 7th, what was I thinking? Bear in mind, Vikram, the reason why I won't criticize you heavily for that, because I said 9th. So that ain't even too far apart, to be honest. It's only two positions. Hey, big up Usyk. Yes, it's big up Flawless. Soon come 20K. You already know, man. Big up. My respect for you went up because you had a realist. You even told Saeed to calm down after the Arsenal performance. And Saeed's my guy, and I did watch. I need to watch the full unfiltered. Big up Saeed, Double A, and Ash. Love them all over there as well. But we was just having debates, but people, he said at the start, oh, if Flawless was a cook me. Saeed's my guy, United fan, so I never cook him. But we had the discussion. It's like, I don't get the Arsenal performance wasn't good. Arsenal were just terrible. And we were slightly better. Right? Someone said, oh, you attacked well. What did we create? Forget the fact. Forget about us losing the game. What did we create? We kept the ball well, yes. And Bremo and Cunha look good also, yes. That was pretty much it. Still made terrible decisions, terrible lineup, terrible substitutions. And the game against Fulham, terrible lineups, terrible substitutions. But we moved. Flawless, before you start the show, how was Carnival? Yeah, Carnival was lit. Carnival was lit, man. It's always good. Always good linking up with everybody. That's the one thing I like most about Carnival. It's the one time a year everybody links up and there's no streaming, no music, not in studio. We're not working. There's no hosting. There's nothing. We're literally there to party for 2 days. Because normally when I link up with everyone, it's something going on. There's like an event. Somebody's got to work. We're there for 2 days. That's it. Because there's only time. That's the one time a year we all link up. One time a year. Like I might link up with others, but it's the one time a year we all link up. When will Amarin win 2 matches in a row with United? Let me have a look at this actually. Let me actually pull up our fixtures. And remember, we was having a conversation, people. I can't remember what show it was. And it might have been the solo Q&A on the Thursday. And I was talking about how many points Manchester United have after 5 games. Well, we got 1 after 2. And there's no guarantee we beating Burnley. And I don't think we beating City or Chelsea. When do we win 2 games in a row? Maybe West Ham and Wolves. That's a strong maybe. That's definitely not a gimme. The 3rd of December and the 6th of December. Because you got Burnley. Yeah, we can win that. City and Chelsea, no. Brentford, Sunderland. Maybe you might look at that. But for some reason, I don't think we'll just roll through Brentford. Liverpool, Brighton. Is after that Forest away, Spurs away? No. Everton at home. All right, you can say we win that. Do we go to Palace and beat them? No. West Ham, Wolves. Is it even there? Bournemouth, Villa away, Newcastle at home, Wolves at home. Maybe Leeds away, Burnley away. January, you're talking December, January, if the manager lasts that far. One game you missed, shaking my head, get Bruno to blast the pen over the bar. I know what's crazy about that. If someone's got the actual direct quote, he blamed the referee for bumping into him and not apologizing. Not, I should have done better with the penalty. Interesting. Interesting. 7 wins in 29 games. Who would that be? Hey, crazy. But 7, you know what's crazy, Duncy? 7 wins in 27 games was okay. That was reason for optimism and hope, and Manchester United were doing better. Because he had 7 in 27. But now 7 in 29 is too far. All right. Sesko is ready. Eddie was ready, but this manager's experimenting. I hear you. Hey, big up, Dal. Every single time, man. Big up, Dal. Big up, Flawless and the crew. Big up. First half, you started well, but after Bruno blasted the pen, it was all Fulham, in my opinion. Fairs, I've not watched it back, so I can't even comment. So I'm just taking you lot's words for it. I mean, taking information from you lot in regards to what happened in the game, because I am not watching it back. Hey, Shine, big up, man. Yes, I had a good time. I did. Big up, man. I'm blessed. Dal, hope you're good too, man. Hope you're good too. Chinlu, sorry. Big up every single time. Hope you're blessed. By the way, where's that United fan that said United will win 4-0? Oh, don't worry, man. We're going to get to him. There's fan calling shows later on this week and next week. I ain't forgot. Yeah, I've seen all the quotes, Warrior J. I've actually starred them. I didn't read them all through. I just starred them real quick. Jay Flacco says, imagine if we somehow lose tomorrow. I think he's getting sacked. You genuinely, what? You think if we lose to Grimsby, you get sacked? Really? I don't reckon they pulled the plug. You reckon so? I really don't. I'm with you, Flawless. I don't trust these owners to sack him at the right time, even if they do. Yes. Bruno has victim mentality. It's just lack of accountability. That's my issue. That's it. All good, Vader. See, he's here in the chat. I'm racing home. The smoke's on my way. All good. I'm telling you, now it would have to be a Burnley, City, Chelsea. All right, Shine. If we lost all 3 of those, you think they sack him? Which ain't out of the realms of possibility, by the way. Do I believe we beat Burnley? Yes. But I said I believe we beat Fulham. But I'm not shocked by the draw. But if we lose to Burnley, City, and Chelsea, yeah, they would. Because 4 and 5 is diabolical. Yeah. 4 and 5 is yeah. That is diabolical. But no, it's all them people you're optimistic in the chat ain't here no more. No, it's that. But big up to you lot. Let me actually do the housekeeping. I love, again, to everyone that's locked in, please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, hit the like button on the video, people. We're at 21 likes. There's over 50 of you lot. We need 40 likes, people. Getting this back up and running now. So we need 40 likes. Big up to my guy Mike's for the raid as well. Mike's is having the time of his life at Carnival as well. Make sure you go subscribe to GVO Mike's. So yes, run up the likes, people. We need 40 likes and subscriber mark. We're at 15,000, I think 550. 5 more subscribers, people. So we need to get to 15,555. We're at 551. So 4 more subscribers, people. So just under doubling the likes, well, less than that now. 25. So we're at 27, 40 likes, and 4 more subscribers, people. Let's do the thing, man. When you enter the city, pay the tax. Pay the tax. Let's see what else. You know what's crazy about this, Shine? If 1 point from 5 games would be mad, people would still defend him. Because the manager's got 28 points from 29 games. So that means before the season started, it was 27 points from 27 games. So why is 27 points from 27 games okay, but 28 points from 29 games is too far? Like, this is where I'm at a loss. And it's taken 2 games in. 2 games in is taken. Game week 2. And there's already civil war, it's anarchy, it's the purge, it's complete mayhem in regards to the conversation surrounding the manager, which all could have been avoided. We all knew he wasn't good enough. There's nothing new that has happened this season. And that nonsense about, good performance against Arsenal was just what's the word I'm looking for? False dawn. Let's say it was a good performance, false dawn, because we played like that against the Big Six last season for the most part, to be honest. We actually did all right against the Big Six sides. Where we messed up was games like Fulham and stuff like that. But hey, we move. Let's see what else you lot are saying, man. What's going on? Where you lot at? My question of the week: how are we doing towards the 92 goals target? Well, we got 91, so we got to get 91 league goals in 36. So we closing in, man. We closing in. Big up Flawless. Bruno's penalty landed at Carnival yesterday from Craven Cottage. Yeah, if it would have hit my hand or hit my arm and knocked my liquor out my hand, I would have went round. I would have spun round there because I was round the corner. Round the fucking corner. Crazy. Hey, Flacco, I hear you. It's not about game week 2. This stuff's been happening since he took over. It's been almost a year. Still no improvements. And we lost the final against a team that never wins. You said it. You said it. Yeah, I think C24 will draw that game. I think so. But you lot could fuck around and pack us up. Could also happen. See what. But actually, let me get to some of these quotes. Let's see what's what. 1 second, people. It's unlikely that Manchester United will allow a loan move for Kobbie Mainoo, who they don't want to sell. That's from Mike Keegan _DM. Both Real and Atletico Madrid are closely monitoring Kobbie Mainoo's situation. Sources disclose that a season-long loan could be of interest to both La Liga sides. That's from Mike Keegan _DM. Andre Onana, Kobbie Mainoo, Benjamin Sesko are all expected to start against Grimsby tomorrow. Oh yeah, I will be doing a watch-along for the game as well. I've just not made it public, but I will. In regards to the Mainoo situation, because I'll start there quickly, because there isn't too much to say. This is bad decisions. Because of our bad decision making, bad things happen. There's no way that Mainoo should be at Manchester United and getting 0 minutes. He should be getting substantial minutes. He should be getting more than substantial minutes when a team is struggling. He's an extremely talented player. He needs game time, not necessarily starting week in, week out, but like I said, bare minimum, substantial minutes. And in a struggling team, and you got the likes of Mount playing ahead of him and Bruno playing ahead of him. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And again, the reason why I said this is bad decision making turning out to make things bad, because it is manager being here. The same way that Ten Hag treated Ahmad, Amarim's treating Mainoo. And it's terrible because we all know about the level that Mainoo's at and where he could go to. We've already seen the impact he's had on the team because he's done more than Ahmad when Ten Hag was shunning Ahmad out the side. We've watched Mainoo. We've seen it in glimpses. Play him. You struggle to create. You struggle going forward. Mainoo's one of your better attackers. Play him. And because this idiotic board kept this idiotic manager, guess what? You get idiotic results. When you have idiotic board, idiotic manager, guess what happens? You get idiotic results. Idiotic results. And you know what the idiotic results are? Resulting in the talks of Mainoo maybe wanting to leave. But I understand that if I'm him, I'm not sat there. You can't get 2 wins in a row and don't want to play me. Well, we'll play Garnacho ahead of me, Højlund ahead of me, Mount ahead of me, Bruno ahead of me. Now you're taking a piss. Taking a piss. And this is just a combination of bad decision making. Vader will be here shortly. It's ridiculous. And now people are seeing it. The same way some United fans only realized how bad it was to turn down the 100 million for Bruno when we couldn't get Belieber. This is now the same thing. See, I don't need to see something I don't need to see something bad to happen to understand, hey, that's a terrible decision. Like, I understood keeping Amorim was a terrible decision before this Amorim news. Sorry, before the Mainoo news. I knew it was a terrible decision before the Fulham game, before the Arsenal game. I knew keeping Amorim was terrible. And now Mainoo potentially wants to leave because of this idiot manager who shouldn't be here anyway. All right, man. Yeah, no surprise. Oh, yeah, the goal was on Portuguese Dons, Delo and Bruno. What a surprise. Subbing on 4 defensive changes he made in the game. You put on Delo, you put on Agate, you put on Maguire, you put on Heaven. Why? Why? Are you scared to lose? Scared to lose. Playing Bruno central midfield. Hey, Jez, big up, family. Hope you're blessed, my brother, man. Hope you're blessed, bro. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Terrible. Terrible. I guess that we deserve to win World Cup after Fulham. Maybe, Jez. Maybe that's what happened, brother. Maybe that was, but you've been here often enough and what I've been dealing with, which I call silly season. From the end of May, when the season ends, to the end of August. The transfer window is also silly season because the amount of rubbish and the amount of nonsense and the amount of just complete and utter delusion I heard, opinions I heard, questions I was asked is crazy. And we're still in August. We're still in silly season and people are waking up and going, hey, this don't look right. So who would have thought that keeping the same manager with the vast majority of the same players yields the same results? Why was it going to be different? People thought that preseason we was at Hogwarts. People thought it was magic. That's what it is. People thought Amorim was Harry Potter or Professor Snape or Professor McGonagall or some shit. Man, Dumbledore, and I don't know about it. Like, what are we doing here? I'm being genuinely serious. I'm not even running jokes. The way people spoke about training and preseason a 1 game a week. How's this 1 game a week thing working out for us so far? Someone tell me, please. Why 1 game a week? If you're a bad team with 1 game a week, you're probably going to be a bad team with... No, if you're a bad team with 2 games a week, chances are you're going to be a bad team with 1 game a week. Chances are. Now, if you're a better team, you may struggle with 2 games a week because you're in 2 competitions. We've seen that happen. We are not a good side, people. Manchester United are not a good team. We are not a competitive team. We are not a cohesive team. Let me repeat that. We are not a good team. We are not a competitive team. We are not a cohesive team. We are awful and have been awful. Just to clarify that. Awful board, awful manager. We do actually have some good players, to be honest. We do. But what was I saying all summer long? Bring in talent so the manager doesn't pick the bad players. And even though we're getting rid of some of the bad players, Garnacho, Højlund, he just replaced Garnacho with Mount. Mount and Garnacho were the same. One wears 1'7", one wears 7. One slightly taller than the other. One's Argentinian, one's English. Both of them get no goals and assists. Both of them just go out there and run around. Word to my guy Eddie, see ball, chase ball, kick ball. That's what he's done, runners. So of all the attackers you have, he plays Mount. Literally our worst attacker in the front three. Of all the attackers, he's our worst. And people defended it against Arsenal. Defending how they work out against Fulham. How they work out against Fulham, people. Out there got a defensive striker. What in the world is this against Fulham? Fulham. Not Real Madrid, not Barcelona, not PSG, Fulham. Who are a solid mid-table outfit, but they're nothing spectacular going forward. And you out here making defensive changes. And Vikrin, I'll take your word for it, but this in there lies the problem. I'm not gonna lie, Mount was one of the better players. That's the darkest. And when Mount's one of your better players, this is why you have the issues you have. Like when they say, well, Bruno's one of your better players, yeah, this is why you have the issues that you have. That's why. That's why. What are we doing out here? What is going on? If Mount and Bruno are two of your better players, that there's problems. Because when you look at teams that are winning things, you look at their better players. Guess what? Their better players are of a certain quality. Whether that's Liverpool, whether that's City, whether that's PSG, whether that's Barcelona, whoever the case, pick whatever team you think's the best team in Europe or best team in the top European league, and go look at their better players and see the level they're at. Fumbled a 9-year record of winning at Craven Cottage, breaking records FC. Yep. What's your last comment? What is it? People praising who? Mount. Yeah, it makes sense. People praising him, and I bet he did nothing on the ball. The thing is with the Grimsby, you know why I think Grimsby would be a better game for Manchester United? Because they'll play the better players. Like Mainoo will play, Sesko will play, Xerxes will play. Who else will play out there? There'll be no Bruno. There'll be no Mount. Konyo and Bremo will get minutes. Ahmad will play as well. Like will be better going forward. 110% will be better going forward. But we'll see what's what. But yes, there will be a watch along for that game. There will be. I'm gonna make it public in a second. Amorim needs Kaka, Messi, Ronaldinho, Zidane, and Cruyff to beat Fulham. Yeah, give him time, man. Give him time. And what a show to be back doing. One of my favorite shows to do on the channel as well. Interesting to see not only what he's got to say on Manchester United, but what he's got to see on his own mob as well, because they got moved to again by their bogey team Spurs. Man, like Vader is in the building. What are you saying, Vader?
Yo, flawless. Listen. I had a rough weekend, man.
No, you did.
Few things to deal with. But I often look for football not to add to the roughness of the weekend. And football added to that roughness. I'm about to make my way to the stage. Listen, if you guys haven't hit that like button, do the damn thing. If you guys haven't subscribed, do the damn thing. I have a lot to get off my chest, not only about my club, but it's game week 2. I've been observing what the others have been doing, what the ops have been doing. And my man, my brother, my cousin, Flawless, had a rough week too. Not as rough as mine, but we're going to have to speak on it. I know he was addressing you guys in the chat with regards to what was happening over at United. I was told that a storm's coming. I was told that a storm's coming over at United. It looks like there's a storm in Manchester, because both of us are dealing with something right now. But listen, hit that like button, subscribe. And you know we do it different over here. Get over to YouTube. The listening platforms are nice. They're good. But Flawless doesn't spend all that time with the facial oils and moisturizing for no reason. Flawless isn't putting in that time getting the hair all right and the beard looking all neat for no reason. Get over to YouTube. Get the numbers up. My man's on and on to the greater numbers. Be a part of that. And without further ado, you know how we do it.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
We in the building. How you doing, man? How you good? Everything all right?
I'm blessed, man. First and foremost, are you good? Family all good, yeah?
Family's all good. Good. So we're doing all right. It was a good, some celebrating, some tough things to deal with over the weekend, but all in all, everyone's healthy, everyone's good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Blessings. And yeah, Warrior J. Yeah, the Vader's intro is cold. You lot make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. I'm going to add the link in the title, links underneath in the description. FN, he did. Me and Vader actually get along. That's the craziest part. It's just the 5% of the time we don't. And that's what you lot remember, because that's the longest part of the show. We actually agree on like the vast majority of stuff. It's just that odd 5%, and it's like, yo, when we disagree, we completely disagree.
Yeah.
There's just no middle ground. No middle ground. Big on my G rants for the raid as well. Every single time you lot. Make sure you check out. He did a premiere of his fight. I happened to be ringside. It was great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You lot make sure next time buy the pay-per-view, get to the fight if you can, whatever the case may be. But yeah, ran spot on the clinic, dropped my like 4 times, end up stopping him in the third.
Let me also say this. Like, shout out to Rants, respect to it. This gets missed on many, but there's a few of us. There's a few people that continue to challenge themselves throughout life. And the fact that he's done this with regards to boxing, the physical and the mental, shout out to my man. Keep it up, man. Good looking out with what you did.
It is, yo, shout out Rants. And big up Ahmed as well for the raid. We just got raided by Rants. We got raided by Ahmed, Bridge Nation as well. So make sure you subscribe to Rants' channel. You lot, if you under a rock somewhere, subscribe to Rants' channel. Make sure you subscribe to Ahmed's channel as the Bridge Nation. Links underneath. And subscribe to Vader's channel as well, which I'm going to add to the title, but it's underneath in the description. It's on the feature channel page. Or you can just go to YouTube and type in Vader Games TV as well. I'm pretty sure you want to start with Manchester United, so we can start there. I'm sure you got plenty to say on it. Did you watch actually? Did you watch?
I did.
Oh, you did. All right, so you have more information than me. And shout out to Prime. I seen what he said in the chat that he was like, "Yo, you got told I was at Carnival like a Prime 10 assisting the man. That's what I'm there to do, man. I'm an older statesman now, man. I'm Unk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're
younger than me.
You're doing wingman.
Yeah. I just to make sure everyone was cool. Because all that youthful energy and that man was on. Like,
you're doing your KDB. You're doing your KDB.
Yeah. I was there. I realized that. I was like, I was just just playmaking, just keeping the ball taking, making sure everybody's good, man. That's what it is. Like, you got the likes of Mike's out there and Lewis and Northside. Yo, these men are all younger than me, so there to do their thing. Jay was out there.
Let me break it down to you guys. Let me break it down for a second. We'll talk ball. Flawless is out there like KDB, head on a swivel. All right, always scanning. I already know. Like, he's enjoying the music and the vibe, but he's scanning. He's scanning. And then,
of course.
So hold on. Let me ask you, because this is. Did you invite a little bubble and hand off? Were you assisting that much? Where you're like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pass this on to. What was the assist
just
like?
A pass on is all bring the man them over. That's what it is. It's like bring the man them. That's what it is. It's like there's a group.
So hold on. This is next level. This is next level. So you were going over and making the intro and then doing the way in.
Going over. Like one of the man them would be doing it. Like if there was an intro, if there was an introduction, then I'd be like, all right, bring the man them in. You feel me in that? But whatever the conversation started, like who was talking? Someone was talking to someone. I can't remember. No. So this was who was it? Someone was talking to a girl. And then one of the other man then was talking to her brethren. Then I've just came over just to see what's going on because I've just come and found everyone again. Because I was the guy trying to make sure everyone was like together and that because the crew got bigger, it kept getting like split. So I was like, all right, let's try and keep us all in.
You're shepherding everyone.
Yeah, we're trying to keep everyone in the same proximity. So then I've started talking to her because she was like, oh, and I'm talking to her. And then she was like, oh, yeah, I'm Kenyan. And I was like, oh, Mike's is Kenyan. Hey, Mike's, you're Kenyan. And Mike said, there you go. I just stepped out of the way. Hey, Mike's, chat to her. Kenyan, you got something in common. As soon as she said it, I was like, yeah, Mike's is Kenyan. Hey, talk to Mike's. Hey, Mike's.
I saw you repping the 16 out of 10. I saw it.
Yeah. Because I didn't have nothing else read, so that's what it was. So yeah, man, it was a good time. But yeah, that's what it is. I'm a veteran now. I've been going carnival for years, so I think I realized, and then the man was just on a madness because there's a couple man who've only been like that's only like second, third time they've been. A couple of his first time they've been. So like they just like, oh shit, it's like this all the time. So
what was good. No, hold on. A real test. We'll talk about a real test. Okay.
Well,
so there's obviously people that haven't been raised Caribbean.
Yes.
Right. And there's a difference between going to like a bashment or going to something that's like reggae vibes to when there's soca and calypso. Did you notice a lack of endurance with regards to the dance, keeping up with the dances? No names.
Not. Everyone's cool. You know why? Because everyone was just on 10. Like that's what that is.
Right.
Like that's like
All
saying
right.
I got tired in the Champions League final. No one's
no one was complaining about cramps. No
one's complaining, man. No one's complaining. Like I said, you ever hear a player say they was tired in the Champions League final? Oh, you adrenaline go get you through that? Never.
Okay.
Group never. Like, that's what it is. Like, so yeah, the man them enjoyed it. That's what I realized as I was there. I was like, oh shit, my role has changed That's what it is. I'm one of the older heads there, so I'm like, all right,
I
cool.
hear it.
And then man
I
just
hear
had all that, you know what I'm saying, was on 10, hella youthful enthusiasm and that, and I was like, love to see it, man. Love to see it. So yeah, it was
Well, I'm
good.
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you
Go
this.
on.
You didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss nothing. Like you, Carnival made great choice because game wise, you're lucky to have missed the game. Right? You're lucky to have missed that game because I mean you probably caught up with some of the breakdowns, some of the posts, all that kind of stuff.
I've seen more so social media posts about to rant about it. I watched some of the Saeed show and Filter podcast with Ash and Double A as well. So I've heard things as well, and pretty much everyone said the same thing. You ain't missed much. I asked my mom about it. I was like, what's the game like? Same as last season. This is what she told me. We played well for 10, 15 minutes, and then not much really after that. So I didn't miss it. I'm glad it was on a Sunday. I'm glad it wasn't on a Saturday. I didn't want to watch this. So happy. And I seen Sunday, and I was like, oh shit. All right, cool. I'm gonna miss the game because if it was Saturday, I was definitely gonna what's it called?
Right.
I was definitely gonna
work it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a watch along for it, 100%.
I hear it. Now, I already told you, I'm with you with regards to hammering out. Like we talked about it last week. I'm with you with the hammering out. So
no, you're not with me. You are. We agree on saying, but you ain't on this hammering out train. You're on a different one. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm on the same. I'm on the same.
Nah,
train.
you ain't on the same train. No, we can be you know, like trains go to the same destination. You have different what's it called? Different I'm losing
departure times.
No. You have different companies. That's what it is.
No,
so like
no,
over here in the UK, like so you'll have like Avante West Coast, or you'll have what's the other trains?
I'm on the same one.
Let me know in the UK now. You're on the same destination, but you're on a different.
Listen, I just okay. No, hold on.
I told you didn't want to get on the train, so you have like Avante. Wait, go on, carry on.
No, listen, you caught the train in Manchester. In Manchester. I happened to catch the train when it was a little further south. I just got on the train a little later. That's it. I'm with you with the hammering out. Listen, I'm telling you, all season long. I don't care. I don't care what the result is. You have like
Avante West Coast, or you have like Transpennine Express cross country. I just googled this to jog my memory. We might be going to the same destination, but we on different. It was different train company. I done told you about this guy. You late?
I'm not late. I just got on board at a later destination. That's it.
Yeah, you ain't with me. Go on, carry on in regards to it anyway.
With regards to the game, listen. I know, and I like to do this first when I talk to United fans because I don't know the club like you. I don't know the players like you. I'm always asking. All right, you see the starting 11. You see the 11. Mm-hmm. Who would you have? Who would you have off? Like, what would have been your ideal? And just like week 1, week 2. It's 2, 3 players that they don't want to see. I get it. You don't want to see Mount out on there. I get that. The fact that you got to play Shaw, the Bruno one's a tough one, right? Because if it's not Bruno, who you really gonna play there? And you know, what I mean, who's gonna sub on?
Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying, not everyone is like Bruno out. Some are looking for a different change, not necessarily Bruno, but the consensus 2, 3 players. Right. So when you see that, and then again, I was one. Listen, you guys deserve to win. You guys deserve to win week 1. I think you outplayed Arsenal. I think you were denied a penalty. I think you guys should have won week 1. Week 2, again, maybe not deserving through play this time, but how does your captain miss that penalty like that? You know what I mean? Like how does he?
Because the referee bumped into him and didn't say sorry.
Okay, the referee was wrong to bump into him. Needing apology is kind of wild.
That's what he said. I think not Double A. Sorry, I think Warrior J has put it in here. 1 second, let me have a look here.
I mean, I'm not going to excuse him.
No, that's what apparently what he said. I'm just trying to see if Double A's put not Double again. Warrior J has put the quote. Shout out Double A though. Bruno Fernandes on his missed penalty. I was upset. As a penalty taker, you have your own routines. You own things that you do. It upset me because the referee didn't apologize. This is what triggered me in that moment. But that's not the excuse for missing the penalty. I had a very bad hit on the ball. I put my foot under the ball, and that's why I ended up going over the bar. Let me just repeat that again. So he said here, I have my own routine. I was upset. As a penalty taker, you have your own routines, your own
hear
things
it.
that you do. It upset me because the referee didn't apologize. This is what triggered me in that moment. But that's not an excuse for missing the penalty. Hey,
He's
you know
right.
what? It sounds like P to me, people. Fucking excuse.
No.
And you know what I was told, but you know what I was told before the season started. I was told there's no more excuses, and here's the captain talking about the referee didn't apologize.
No, see, this is why we end up disagreeing on stuff. He is right there and there. He's right there. He's saying it's not an excuse. He's describing how he made contact with the ball. That's why he missed it. But he also is right to say he's a creature of habit, which many players are. Not that they're superstitious, but they like a certain pattern of things. Now, this is something that he needs to learn from, because he can't be missed, or he can't go off his game with something like that. Because you know what every player is going to do?
Vader. No, we play. I think you was going to go there, but let me ask you. We play you lot in a couple games time. We get a penalty against you lot. What do you think the City players are going to do?
Well, this is where I'm going to get at. This is why he's got to learn from it. And obviously, he's never been challenged like this before, because if the fact that he's never been bumped and had to deal with that, and the first time that he is bumped, he does this, it's wild. But yes, absolutely, every player knows this now. Everyone knows, okay, it's penalty time. Who's my man who used to be the keeper over at Aston Villa?
Oh, and Martinez.
What do you think he's going to do with this information? You know what I mean? So I just,
you know what's crazy? I bet if we look through all these penalties, he's been bumped before and scored. Guaranteed at some point.
Nah.
A referee or a player, all right, cool. All the penalties he's taken, not
no,
necessarily
here's the fine line. Here's the caveat. He's been bumped before. But this is why you and I are lyricists. We look at the lyrics, we go through.
Yeah.
He's probably been apologized to, though.
Oh yeah, I need to do apology.
Apologized.
My feelings was hurt, man.
I'm just saying. But you guys.
No, he doesn't only Barca. He's hammering him out, but he's on a different train company to me. He on the Canadian Express. I'm on the British Express. So yeah, that's it. But we heading to the same destination, but he's on a different. On a different train. Yeah, he's hammering him out now. Only took him this long. Yeah, he's hammering him out now. Yeah,
less than a year. I'm hammering out. Less than a full season. I'm hammering out. Okay. Yeah. And I'm with you.
Again, stop saying that. With me, we head into the same. You on a different train and keep saying this. With me, yo. It's just a thing.
All right, I'm not with you.
This guy. The reason why I'm on this, people, is because we were talking. This was a few weeks ago.
What?
And we were talking. I've explained it to the people, and we were talking about it was Isak, and some news had broke that day about it being close or certain, and I was like, oh, they must be stuck. I was like, hey, City, do what you got to do. And then Vader was like, no, you can't come join us now. I've been telling you to join us, and all this. This is what he said to me. But I was like, hey, City, do what you got to do. He was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You can't come and join us now.
That's different. Listen, everybody in the chat, listen. The reason why it's different, Flawless and I have been talking for 3 seasons now. And he's now, it's 3 seasons later when he's like, you know what, City, do what you got to do. That's way different than what I'm saying right now. Man's giving me less time to join him than he is joining me. That's crazy. So listen, that's why I say, Flawless, I'm with you. We're together on this.
Sure. Yeah, go on, carry on about the Bruno thing. Go on.
Now the Bruno miss, unacceptable. But same thing. This is a game where you guys deserved more, and it's not so much based off of how you played, because you should have played better versus Fulham. It should have been a better result. It shouldn't end up like this. But the fact that Bruno missed, you guys should have been leaving there with a win. I think it's also important to notice your manager lacks confidence. That's one thing that's clear.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing that's very clear. And so that we know that trickles down to the players. We know that that's probably not affecting, like you often mention, it's not affecting maybe the new players. Exactly, Warrior J, I'm with you. It's not affecting the new players like Acuna or Mbeumo, but I think this might be a wild suggestion, but your fan base need to protest now. Your fan base, I don't think they need to wait. I don't think the waiting thing needs to happen, like 3 losses or 3 non-wins, I should say, or 4 non-wins. Like, as nasty as it's gonna look, a manager just getting into the season and not necessarily maybe performing as poor as other managers so far, but the fact that you guys are united, right? The fact that the badge is heavy over there. Yeah, you might have to do. I'm with you. You got to do the interim thing. Get Amarin out. Do the interim. Whatever the season ends up being, whether it's trophy or not, you get that wrong manager out.
Well, your boy Bernardo got sacked him.
Yeah, he does.
But I don't trust not just him. I'm just saying. Let me just say any else. I don't trust them to sack him when they should. I've been saying this.
You already think he should have been sacked. But
yes,
let's try to reset a little bit. What would be acceptable with a new season starting? Should it be if it's 5 games winless? The heat's on there, and I think the talks about get him out. The job's too big.
Let's say we drew to Burnley, lost to you lot and Chelsea. Do I think they sack him? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
if it's all wins in 5.
I think if it's 2 embarrassing losses, like if it's City and Chelsea back to back, because again, from a club standpoint, those are the benchmarks, right? It's how you're performing against City versus Chelsea. The 1-0 versus Arsenal, not to be disrespectful, it's a different time, but that was a good result, right? Like that was because you guys outplayed them. Yeah, you guys outplayed them, but got the one, and it ended up being a 1-0. But if you guys take beatings from us and Chelsea, I think you do.
Because after the second international break, it's Liverpool away, unless they get interim and then bring him in for the Brighton game. God knows. I don't know, man. That's their lookout. They can deal with this mess.
Now, the one thing that we know, because your fan base is split, right? Your fan,
man. This guy's hilarious, yo. Sorry, this shout out to El Jefe and the cone apostle himself, Vader. Green Goblin came to the Etihad and kicked the damn cones all over the pitch. Hit the lax people. Big up Eddie, yo.
We'll talk about that game.
Real sorry to be to cut you off. Go on. Sorry, that just cracked me up. Eddie, hope you're best friend. Go on.
Yeah. Hope you're good, Eddie. We'll catch up soon. If it's waiting until the second international break,
because the reason why I don't think they sack him during the second international break, because the game back is Liverpool away. Unless they do sack him, have an interim for that, and then hire a new manager for the game after. Because you're not going to bring in a new manager when his first game is Liverpool away. You ain't going to do that.
The only way you don't do that, because the players you need are going to be away on international break. You're not going to have enough time to prep. So do you do it sooner? Or I think what you're saying makes the most sense. You let Amarin hang himself. If he is going to hang himself with regards to these results, post Liverpool, he's out. That's the only way to do it. You do it post Liverpool.
Brighton at home, Forest away, Spurs away is not easy because they're the 3 after Liverpool. Bear in mind, this is the back end of October.
Yeah, I see it. I see it post Liverpool. To be honest with you, I see it post Liverpool. I'm there with you, man. I'm there with you. I think with regards to the game, though, I think in Mbeumo and Cunha, it's crazy on how much of a difference your attack is.
Of course.
And I don't know if it's so much. Okay, here's the thing. We've seen Bruno be disciplined. We've talked about this before. How he plays internationally, he's a lot more disciplined, right? He's not doing hot potato with the ball. If he can just tone it down, not try to be the star, and also
he ain't gonna change. He's stay. It's like meeting a girl who's rude and she's stay. That's her.
Yeah,
she ain't gonna change. Yeah, it's not like she's 18. You know what I'm saying? Or she's 21. Where it's you might grow up in them. You stay. You just rude. Like, that's your character. Like, yes, we have changes, but once you hit like 30s and onwards, your character and personality is pretty much your character and personality.
So let me ask you this though. Amrin, obviously, because just before was it Ten Hag? Just before Ten Hag got the job, they gave Bruno that contract extension, right? Or Ten Hag was early days,
they gave him the contract extension. The summer that Ten Hag, there was the whole when we beat you in the FA Cup. It was after that. It was the following.
It was after that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the next manager would have more of a license to obviously not start or do whatever he was going to do to a Bruno or to whatever players, right? It's not player FC.
I don't even trust the next manager to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't even know who the next manager is. You can't say that yet.
I know. I'm saying whoever. No, I'm saying whoever it is. I don't trust him to play Bruno. Why again? What evidence do I
because if he's still playing like this, if it's still hot potato, if it's still like
he's been playing like this. This ain't nothing new. This ain't not a new Bruno. And that's the craziest part. Every manager that said this is my guy and this is my lieutenant has died, and he ain't learned from it.
Okay.
Ten Hag.
So you're dropping. Okay, let's just so it's clear. You're dropping Bruno, and who's playing?
He should have been sold. Sold him for the big money and bring it in the field.
Okay, I know he's not sold. He didn't go to Saudi.
Why is he not sold?
No, they didn't sell him for whatever
wrong. So why is again? That's where the issue lies because bad decision making gives you bad results. The point I'm making is it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't even be. No, let me.
What was the evaluation for him? How much?
110. 110. And that's supposedly they're back in for him. How true this is, I don't know, but Ben Jacobs has been pretty reliable this summer and is fairly reliable. Bruno Fernandes's representatives have been directly approached by Al Ittihad. Manchester United, however, remain calm and are yet to receive a bid. No club-to-club talks are expected unless Bruno changes his mind late in the window. Al Ittihad also need a sale before signing a high-profile player. That's from my Ben Jacobs, the Jacobs Ben on Twitter. And there's just so much wrong with this. Yo, they should have extended carnival. What in the fuck is this? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Well, right now, no club-to-club talks. But once the club-to-club talks
that's where my issue lies. Initiate the club-to-club talks. You have a second opportunity. Very rare do you get a second platinum opportunity to do something. Somehow you have. What do you mean? Do you think he's worth 110 million?
No, I don't.
Okay, then 110 million for him, a great sale.
Yeah, it would be a very good sale. So
So the point I'm making is the fact that you have a second opportunity potentially. Let's say hypothetically this is true. You have a second opportunity to get rid of him. How do you fumble this the second time? What are we talking about? Unless Bruno changes his mind. Fuck Bruno. How about be the employer and do what's best for the fucking football club? How about that?
You still need the player to agree. Right?
He can't agree. Force him out. You can force him out. What do you mean? Players have been forced out of your football club. Players have been forced out of my football club who don't want to leave. We've seen this happen countless times. How about do what's best for Manchester United Football Club? How are you going to mess it? I hate the fact that we are leaving it in his hands. Why? Why? Again, someone hit me with a clear explanation as to why. And I just seen Time to Shine say a club don't want to force him out. It's clear, and that's the craziest part, Shine. What has he done to warrant this? We have moved players on. We've moved on players who have helped win us trebles. What's your point?
I think I don't.
We've moved on players who have done more than quadruple what he's done for us.
No, I know, but that's also.
I don't get this. This tied to him and the fact that we haven't initiated club-to-club talks and we're going to potentially mess it up the second time round is crazy. But all right, go on.
If he's sold, it'd be interesting to see where the money is earmarked to go. We know where it's
going to go. The guy we couldn't sign because
you think
the money
it's going after Barella.
Yeah,
Baleba. Baleba.
Because we didn't have that was another craziest thing. We went to Brighton for Baleba and didn't realize how much the deal was going to be. It was too much. So you know what you could have done? You could have sold him for the 110, sold Garnacho for 30, and then you got 140 there.
Yeah, but then you got 2 out for 1 in.
Garnacho was already replaced.
All right. The next manager is going to have that to deal with. I think 110 for Bruno is great. Would be very good business. This late in the window, it'd be interesting to see how quickly you guys would turn that around. And would you say the 110 is just going to be flipped, and that's 110 for Baleba?
Yeah, because I think there's money there for Baleba anyway. Because the reports was we was going to offer like 70 plus 10 for him.
Okay.
So let's say hypothetically they wanted 120. Add the 40 M's on it with Bruno, Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony. Cool. And then you go get Baleba.
And then what's your midfield with Baleba?
Baleba and put Mainoo next to him, to be honest. As much as Mainoo's not a central midfielder, the things that Mainoo lacks, Baleba does very well.
Right. Okay.
So as a combination, it could work. I don't really want to see Mainoo in midfield, but if Baleba's next to him, that lack of mobility and the physical side of things, that's Baleba's game to a T. Put them both in there. You might actually keep the ball. And you don't have to worry about the opposition having it. Because you might keep the ball for a little bit. You got Mainoo out there with Ahmad and Cunha and then Bremo and just anybody not called Mount, pick Xerxes, whoever you want to pick, just anyone not called Mount or not called Hoyland or not called Garnacho will be all right. And then with Dogu, and then you got Delit, Euro, Matt, calm. Decent goalkeeper because we've been linked with this Lemens and get a new manager. And all of a sudden it's like, all right, the team looks kind of better. But hey, we move.
All right.
Oh, this new season optimism, all this hope, all this nonsense. Notice that no one there is in my chat telling me I'm wrong now.
Well, it's a progression thing. So no one's gonna be in. I don't think anyone's in the chat right now because it's early days. It's week 2.
No. We're not doing that because they was in the chat after game week 1.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah. And they was in dope time years too early because they was in my chat all summer long. So how convenient it is. I'm back.
But the summer's different.
Game is silly season, but it's still summer. But I hear your overall point. It's crazy. Okay. I was told no more excuses, and now I'm just hearing pure, not from you, but in general, I'm saying I was told no excuses, no more, and all I've heard in 2 game weeks is hella excuses. Because I was told Sesko wasn't ready, and then he played Mount again, so Sesko's still not ready. Or does he just prefer Mount?
I mean, Sesko was subbed on, right? So
I believe so, yes.
So maybe he's not ready to start, but
who
knows? You've got week 3.
You spent 74 million on a striker that's not ready to start.
Yeah, but that's not that bad of a thing. It's more about the progression. It's more about getting to the destination. Now, there's a few days left in the transfer window. Are you watching the ticker? Are you watching anything? Are you refreshing to see? Or are you kind of like not expecting anything?
I never checked in to the season veil.
You never checked into the transfer season.
I never checked. No, I never checked into the actual season. I never checked in.
What?
I checked into the transfer season because that would be an indicate. I've said this the whole time. The transfer window will be an indication to me of what we can do this season, and we were relying on individuals. And if we did enough in the window, we had a potential chance to be better. But now we haven't done enough in the window.
So what do you mean you haven't checked in for the season though? What are you talking about?
Oh, like in terms of games and stuff like that and stuff. Like I'm not checked in. Like I'm not invested.
No, you got to do better. You got to do better. Listen, everybody in the chat.
You know what? Tell my owners to do better, and I'll do better.
No.
About that. Why you hold me more accountable than you do these millionaires that get paid millions of pounds to do their job? Go on. I'm listening.
You do excellent content. You're a great personality.
I appreciate it.
You need to be dialed in. You need to be committed.
I'm still here. Like I'm still gonna watch.
No, but come on. You're a United fan.
Yes.
You need to be locked into the season.
Nah.
Yes.
I'm not locked in. I'm not locking into something I don't know. I'm not going to lock into something I don't believe in. And Eddie, you know what? Salute to you and Sheik for holding down the watch along. Salute to you, man. Because like I've said to you too from the jump, if you man don't want to do watch alongs, I understand it. I get it.
No.
No, I said no. I said it to Eddie and Sheik. They have to wake up super early. I get it.
Yeah, no, they got to wake up. They got to wake up and
They
do the
do.
watch.
We die every weekend and respawn the next week to the next watch along. This is the same shit.
You got to be there. You got to be there. Now, if any of you missed the watch along, all right. I know the game's over. I know you know the result. But there's something to be said about hearing the reaction to these men. There's something to be said about hearing like the highs and lows. So if you missed the watch along, go back, give it a watch, drop a like button. Listen, the guys put in the work. It's much appreciated. Eddie, Sheik, great United fans, like Flawless. Go and check it out. This upcoming game, I think, is going to be great entertainment as well, because it can't be another game. It can't be another game.
Read that one out, please. Echo, I'm glad you said it.
You can never lock in when the manager is on 24% win rate. That's haram.
Can you say that again, please? Say that louder for the people in the back.
Listen. You can never lock in when the manager is on 24% win rate. That's haram. Now, listen, Echo. The win rate is poor. You look at what he had to deal with last season. Don't carry on that win rate to this season. This season, right now, I know his win rate is 0, but you got to look at one season at a time. You can't hold Amarin to last year. That was last year. This year,
we just eliminate that.
A loss and a draw.
So if he had done well last year, we shouldn't use that in the plus column.
No, you don't use what he did last season in terms of how you're judging him this season.
I don't know. I'm judging him off both what he did last season and right now, because what you did in the past is an indicator of what you're going to do in the present and the future. It's why you have CVs.
Yeah, but it's also on how he's had to deal with certain situations.
Okay, so tell me a manager that's done this then that has been awful and then turned it around that's been this bad. Bear in mind, he's got the worst win percent rated at Manchester United since 1931.
1931.
1931. So that's just to let you know how long ago that was. That's between World War I and World War II.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
I don't know of any manager that's had a second year this poorly, but again, a second year.
I thought you were hammering about. See, this is why you know what I'm saying.
I am hammering out.
This guy don't sound like he's on the train.
I'm with you. What are you talking about?
You're not with me, man. Nah, do it with me.
I am with you. I'm hammering out, but I'm just saying. What I'm saying is the judgment when you want to do the win rate.
Yo, you know that he has more. He's managed more games than he has points.
Yes, I saw that stat. That was crazy.
So you see that stat. He has 29. So he has 20. So he has 29 games and he has 28 points.
28 points.
But what makes crazy to me, Vader, is when it was 27 and 27, which it was at the start of the season. For everyone, that was okay and it was full of optimism. But now that stat is a problem because it's 29 and 28. But 27 and 27 was all right.
I think, again, when I look at that stat, I didn't realize how bad it was last year. That's why I thought the stat was wild. But I am one. Listen, this is the thing. My minions are about to go back to school, right?
Mm-hmm. Shout out to minions.
It's like I think you guys start school earlier or later. I'm not too sure, but it's like the first day of school. It's a reset, right? What year 1, year 2, year 8, or whatever.
What you did in year 1 and year 2,
but you're not that person year 7. You're not that person year 8 or whatever. You're starting a new year. It does matter, but you're not going to score keep like that. So I'm saying his win rate, I didn't realize how bad it was last season. I know you didn't.
You was too busy gaslighting and not listening to what I was saying. I hear it though, because I was telling you these things. This is the case. This is, again, everything I'm saying is nothing. That's the craziest part. All of my criticisms of him is nothing new this season, Vader. That's not what it is. Like this is why
we are different. This is why I say it is new. This is why I say it is. The reason why I say it is different is because, and you don't hold this into account. I get it. You don't need to.
No.
But I say he didn't come into the job the way he wanted to. So the reason why it's different for me is he's had that offseason that he wanted before joining United. He's had that prep. So that's why I'm judging him based off of, you know what? This is what you wanted. You got to be good.
You said you judge him off that, and I'll judge him off that and everything else, and we'll be here when he gets sacked. when it goes.
Look at here, you guys need to
I
get
can't,
rid
I
of
can't wait, man, because I just want to see the amount of stuff I heard in the chat all summer long, the call-in shows about that. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. I had a man tell me we winning 6 games in a row.
I mean,
No, 7. No, I tell a lie. It was
not
7
having-
because he included Grimsby. He included the Grimsby game.
wow,
So this
not
is
having
from
not having any back-to-back wins last year is bad.
and still
It's
not
bad.
now. Still not now.
Yeah.
And I think someone said, did someone say? Oh, no, they haven't.
This
Well,
TJ.
certain was talking about the relegation sides of certain having wins. Big up to TJ for the super
Don't
chat.
big up TJ.
Wait, wrong show. Hit the likes. Yeah, I love the fact you're always in jail on American Waffle. It's great.
Yeah, American. Yeah.
Make sure you
American-
love subscribe to TJ's channel as well.
Yeah, the American system love to have me in the cell. But yeah, large up TJ and his arsenal.
Even the bad kids get a day or two from the teachers to see if they change. I remember had that wasted day in the first day. He ready for Saturday school. Facts, Eddie. Facts.
All right.
Hey, TJ, big up for the super chat though. Appreciate it, man. Blessings. You lot, make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV as well. And big up Charlie as well. Been a member of the channel for 11 months. Says could be worse. Could support West Ham like us. Hey,
That's true. That's true.
you ain't too far off West Ham. You just have better quality.
You guys aren't. Nah.
Yeah,
West,
we have better. If you give Amarim West Ham's players, they get the same results.
no.
Of course they do. They're worse.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You guys.
Bear in mind, yeah. If you gave Amarim West Ham's players, they get worse results than currently West Ham right now. Bear in mind, West Ham lost one of their best players.
You think
Of course
so?
they do. What do you?
Wow.
So you don't think so? Do you think Manchester United have better players than West Ham right now?
Wait, hold on. Pause. Isn't Potter over there at West Ham?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amarin's better than Potter.
Based off of what?
What?
Based off of what? Why are you basing it off?
I'd have to base it off of. I know he didn't do it here in the Prem, but what he was doing over there in Portugal.
Yeah, that's
Amarin,
not well and good. What you did over there. What are you doing now?
see, okay, all right.
You out here breaking records here. You out here breaking all the wrong records here now. The point I'm making is we ain't too far off West Ham, and that's only because of the individual quality.
All right.
West Ham
right.
have very little. They lost Kudus. It's literally Bowen, and
Yep.
that's it. That team's not very good, even
Rough.
with the quality that we have.
It's rough over there. Now, I'm gonna say this because things aren't the best over in Manchester right now. So we do have to talk about City.
Yeah. We'll get to you lot. Yeah, man. 2-0 defeat to Spurs. Talk about your thoughts.
First of all, there's always a silver lining, Flawless. If I see the glass, I'm always looking the glass half full, not half empty.
As a City fan, yeah, of course you do. That makes sense.
As a City fan, man in general, as a man in general, that's how I look at things. Now,
I'm talking from a footballing perspective. It makes sense why you would, because you have been eating like a king over there for a minute.
well, as a person that's enjoyed their feasts in past years, you can understand and relate that. I'm glad that the loss was 2-0, not 4-0 like last year. Last year was 4-0 Flawless. Last year, my club.
What, they beat you 4-0?
4-0
Did they?
at home. Yes.
When they slapped you up 4-0? 4?
They slapped us up 4-0 last year, Flawless.
Jesus. You
And you
went
know
like
what else we
4-1 or 4-2. My team.
You know what else we did? We paraded Rodri and we displayed the Ballon d'Or. We did this whole presentation. It was also trying to stop this whole one. It wasn't 1-13 yet, but it was trying to stop this losing skid.
Oh, that's why I don't remember vividly, because you lot were losing every week. Yeah, that's why.
But the momentum carried on after this. Now we lost 4-0 to this. Well, not this Spurs, but a Spurs that had Ange. Now, we're losing to Spurs again, but this Spurs has Thomas Frank, and this Spurs is. We have to hold our hands up. Let's be real. This Spurs team is better than last year.
Yes.
So my club, my team, we're better than last year as well, right? But we suffered a 2-0 versus a 4-0. I see the silver lining. I see improvement. Thomas Frank, yes, he hasn't been the Spurs manager, but even at Brentford caused problems over at City. So this was a combination of a manager that was already kind of like getting things messed for City, and it's a manager that's now gone onto the Spurs, and from a club standpoint, they've always gotten things messy for City. So I was going in there really nervous. I was saying I was confident because of what I saw in Wolves, but I was still going into this game nervous. I was at home. I was expecting a better performance. Now, I got my fan base are losing their minds, Flawless.
Of course, I
My
would be
fan
losing my
base,
mind too.
no, we can't be losing our minds game week 2.
No, you can lose your mind at the result. It's important. That could cost you the league.
No, nothing.
Why could it not cost you the league? If you miss out on the league, if you miss out on the league on 3 points, I'm looking at that game.
No, I'm not.
How are you not looking at that game? You should be Spurs at home.
Nah, that's what Liverpool do in terms of looking at week 2, week 3, week 4. If you lose off of 3 points, there's work you should have done later in the season. It's a marathon. I'm not gonna. No, again, it's a marathon. No, Flawless. I'm not gonna stumble at the start and then blame me losing the race because of my start.
I agree with you. No, I agree. You can but I agree with you in that sense. But you'll look at other results, but that will be a result you could potentially point to. If you miss out on the league by 3 points, I'm looking at Spurs at home.
But yes and no, Flawless. We lose to Spurs all the time. So this is a neutral to me.
That shouldn't be happening.
No, Flawless, it happens all the time. So if I'm gonna go and critique, I'm gonna go and analyze, go on the microscope like you're saying I should do. It's not the Spurs game. There's gonna be a dropped result somewhere else because the Spurs game is almost.
Vader never believed he was gonna win the league. Do you believe? Is this true?
Vader never believed what? That's not true.
I'm asking you the question. That's what TJ said.
Why do we listen to TJ? It looks like he's surfing in that profile picture. Like, what's going on here? Why are we listening to that?
I'm saying
this is a football channel. This is a football show. We're not talking about surfing.
This guy.
I don't know what he's doing over there.
Small balls over here.
But okay, well, I'm not. I for one, I'm never talking surfing. I'm not talking.
No, I don't know too much about it, to be honest.
I'm not. No.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a
man riding a board. That's never going to be me. But we'll move on. This game, I'm not going to go back and be like, you know what, I lost the title. I didn't win the Prem because of my game versus Spurs. Never going to happen. That's not my mentality. However, I am going to point out me having confidence that my club, despite being third, maybe fourth favorites to win this Prem, I'm still confident my club's going to win the Prem. Don't listen to what TJ's saying.
I believe you're confident in winning the Prem.
Yeah, so don't let this man say that I don't have confidence in the club.
Again, he just said what he said in the chat. I was brought up. I'm just asking.
Well,
the reason why I didn't ask because I believe that you believe you're gonna win the league. I actually tend to agree with you, which is horrible, but here we are. Go on.
I don't know why. I don't know what's so horrible about it.
Predicting my ups to win the league is not a nice thing, but go on.
We're the lesser of 3 evils, so
they're such noble characters. Go on, carry on. Say what you say, man.
The game I'm looking at, and I didn't suffer as much or as difficult, painful of a beating as I expected, or could have expected, but a lot of it was self-inflicted. My manager, I got to be honest with you, it looked like my manager put out a team because of all my crybaby fan base. It looked like my manager put out, Shirky needs to play. Shirky, he's got to get on the pitch. Well, we just won.
Anyone else?
Yeah. So let's see everyone that's new or acquired to the team, right? Let's see Marmouche on that pitch with Holland, with Shirky, with Reinders. Right? With Nico Gonzalez. Everybody's saying Nico's got to play. He's got to play. Why isn't he playing? Right? We had Ait Nori. Unfortunately, Ait Nori took an injury. That was unfortunate to see. But we had Ait Nori, new signing. We had Diaz and Stones, who played well first game, deserving to play another game. And then we had Rico Lewis, who he had a very good game week 1. And again, deserved to play. I would say yes, he deserved to play. Now, Trafford. A lot of questions, a lot of things up in the air, whether Ederson's going to be here, Donnarumma, whatever's going to happen. But Trafford, based off of how he played, kept a clean sheet versus Wolves, deserves a start. But when I hear my fan base crying and saying Pep needs to do this, Pep needs to play the youngsters, Pep needs to play the players that were all picked up in January.
Did you not like the team? The lineup, sorry.
The lineup, I was like, okay,
so let me pull up. What would you have?
I'll explain it. I was like a little because one thing that I wasn't sure would work is whether Marmoush and Night Nori would have that success on the left-hand side. And it honestly, listen, before the game got out of hand and got crazy, we actually had chances to actually like score and be up. Like Reinders had a chance. Marmoush
was still good.
Marmoush had that was a great slip-in pass from Holland. Marmoush owes Holland a goal because Holland deserves an assist. It's one of those where I don't know if you watch games like this, but I'm often like, oh, he owes us one. Yeah, he owes us that. Like, so Marmoush, instead of going for placement, maybe controlled composure, he went with power. It got saved. Holland missed. I'm not going to say a sitter, but he had a chance to score as well. Reinders, the week before, would have easily scored the chance that he had. He decides to pass it, and we missed an opportunity. I think it was just one of those where we didn't make the most of our chances. Could it have been a better game? 100%. But my manager, I think he got it wrong with the injury of Aït-Nouri. Because, yes, he brings on Ake, left-footed. He's played left back for us many times. But he's not going to play like a wing back. He's not going to hold that width. He's not going to attack and have that back and forth. And when he got on the pitch, it looked like he didn't even have the legs yet to be able to keep up with what was happening against us. Because Kudos is quick. I'm not going to say he's rapid, but he's quick. And on top of that, he's physical. Like he'll go and he'll put that shoulder on you. He'll put a little bit of forearm on you. And I don't think Ake was ready for that pace or physicality. Aït-Nouri, I think, would have given us that width and allowed Marmoush to come centrally, play off of Holland. We didn't have that there. So I think my manager got it wrong. Not necessarily with the starting 11, but he looked like he picked that starting 11 because of all of the whining and crying that the fan base had.
So would you have changed the 11?
To be honest with you,
what lineup would you have put out? Like who started? I've pulled it up here. Trafford, Rico Lewis, St. Nuri, Stones Diaz, Nico Gonzalez, Cherky Randers, Marmoush, Oscar, Bob Haaland.
So I'm not gonna do the hindsight thing. I'll give you the hindsight after. I'll be like in the moment. I was like,
yeah, that's what I want to know. Initially, when you seen the lineup, what was you unhappy about?
I would have, and again, I don't want this to go off on a tangent because you like to take your shots, but I would have preferred Doku to start.
What shot? Whoa. Who taking shots where?
I would have wanted Jeremy Doku on that left wing.
Okay, cool. So you had Doku to play. Cool.
I would have wanted Doku. I would have wanted Doku out there because again, for me, when it comes down to like, oh, let's get an adjustment in the game. Let's see what the opposing club's been doing, and I'd like Marmoush to come off that bench and then know exactly how we could get at Spurs. I thought we were lacking killing options with regards to that type of scoring ability with Marmoush starting, right? Because if I get a gassed Marmoush or I get a gassed Holland late in the game, I'm not bringing on centrally attacking players to make a difference in the game. So that's really the only big change I would have had. I was okay with seeing Shirky get a start because I want to see whether he could play in that role and start, because the option of we can interchange whether it's going to be Foden starting this week or Shirky starting. I'm like, okay, cool. The pace, the physicality for what Spurs did. I'm not going to say the entire league because I don't think that's going to be fair. But what Spurs showed up to do in that game, from a man, all 11, or I should say all 10 outplaying players, they brought the pace, they brought the physicality, every 50-50, every press. They didn't just press until the ball was released. You know how the ball was released and they were still sticking a little on the
because they got players who get busy physically. They do.
Yeah, and Richarlison, who, you know what, in terms of a 9, I wouldn't want him as a 9. But in terms of a nuisance, in terms of a player that's going to make his presence, in terms of a player that's going to make a keeper be a little uncomfortable, he did exactly what was needed. And again, my Manchester City fan base that were bawling out, crying, Pep showing too much loyalty. Pep keeps playing these unks. Let the young players play. Well, you know what happens when you play the young players? They need breaks as well because they're going to have errors. Young players make mistakes. Trafford made a mistake, cost us that second goal. So
this is crazy, Eddie, yo. This is great. I said, this took me a minute. Sorry to cut you off. I know you're full flow, but this took me a minute until I see Jez respond to this. I was like, huh? And then he said, this is Spider-Man meme. Both of y'all take shots. That's cool, LOL. I'll just defend myself, Eddie. This is blasphemous. That's all I'm gonna say.
What?
This is blasphemous, yo. What do you mean? What? I defend every single quote unquote shot I take is defense first, 100%.
Oh, what are we doing
100%.
here? No.
What you mean?
No.
What do you mean? No, the facts.
It is not facts. Thank you, Eddie, for bringing it up. The meme is actually pretty accurate. However,
so you're saying you take shots and ask you? Is that what you're saying? Because he's talking about me and you.
No, I didn't say. No, hold on. The thing is, I didn't take a shot. I said before you take a shot, let me just get this out there because I know exactly. Because as soon as I say Doku, you're in red mode. You see target practice. You're like, all right, what about what?
It's just crazy that it's a hill you are willing to die on. It's just very, very. I just don't get it. Like, but here we are.
It's not a hill that I'm willing to die on.
Yeah, actually, it is. It's flat.
In terms of effectiveness on the left hand side, again, we've let Grealish go. He's gone on loan. Great debut as well over at Everton.
This is crazy, TJ. Yo. Criminal, big up TJ, been a member of the channel for 29 months, says criminal behavior from Flawless. Dude robs a jewelry store, smiles and waves at the camera on the way out. What the hell are we doing? This is crazy work, yo. I hear it, Jez, man. Always these accusations they put on Flawless that he just got back. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, Jez. I don't get it. Sorry, go on. But yeah, Doku is mad.
What is going on in the chat? The chat know you. They're going to defend you. It's all good.
Because Eddie and TJ are there defending me. Yeah.
Well, they are in this case. You know what? In some instances, when they hate the ops more than that's how it is, right? They hate me more, so they're protecting you. But I want them. The reason why I was like, listen, before you take your shots at Doku, he is a player I would have.
Won't take no shots at Doku, man. Just let Doku play. And
cool. Yeah. So that's the biggest change. But again, the Manchester City fan base saying, Pep, too much loyalty. Pep, you keep playing the unks. Pep, let these players play, right? So when you play young players, they're going to make mistakes. Trafford made mistakes.
I think that's the right thing to do, though. I think this has to be the future going forward. I don't see anyone there that I look at. And obviously, put Rodri in there. Outside of Rodri,
what?
I think that's you should go with. Who else? Who you adding there?
A healthy Phil Foden. What's going on here?
Foden, is he not fit and healthy? All right, you could put Foden in there, maybe. All right, too.
Maybe.
Because Foden is. Where does Foden play in there? Ahead of who?
Another thing.
It's got to be Mamouche, Turkey, or Oscar Bob. It's one of those three, correct?
Yeah. So Oscar Bob.
Yeah, you could take. Yeah, you know what? You could take him out for Oscar Bob. All right, Foden out there then the right wing. But yeah, Foden and.
But here's what I think my manager wants to do, right? I think my manager wants to keep the width with either the left back or right back. We're not able to do it with the right back. We get away with it with Mateus Nunes. He's willing to put Mateus out wide. When Rico plays a little more inverted, right? But I think what he would prefer to do, if he's able to have that winger, for example, Foden come centrally playing right wing, and then whoever's playing right back to hold the width. That's kind of like the ideal down the road. I'm okay with what Pep chose to do, but I just want my Manchester City fan base just keep the same energy. Just understand, you guys got it wrong. Y'all were saying get Shirky out there, get Shirky out there. Y'all were saying get everybody new on that pitch. We got to have a balance. It's Nico Gonzalez didn't have. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So when my manager wants to like have integration slowly, or have spurts and not having back-to-back games, knowing I'm going to play the youngster, play game week 1, and then I'm going to let them maybe get subbed on week 2. And maybe they start week 3 just to have some balance, not too much put on them. But everybody wants this instantly. Instagram, instant, microwave, relax. Another thing that I'm losing my mind off, Wallace. I'm losing my mind because it's like I had to put this up behind me. This isn't something that's common. This isn't something that's done by accident. This is also something that's required with consistency.
Yes.
My Manchester City fan base, after 4 consecutive years of winning, one poor year last year, they've lost their minds and not trusting Pep.
Yeah, not just Pep is crazy.
They're not, and they're like, let's get this man, let's get Pep out because he's not adapting quick enough. He's too old in his ways. He's too loyal. Let's get someone else in. I'm like, okay, that can be your opinion, no problem. I disagree with it. But the funny thing is, you do all that to have one poor year, and then the confidence is lost. So we're going to be on separate pages for the rest of the season. I mean, we're obviously all City fans, but when certain fans want to talk about Pep's decisions and what Pep should do, I'm on mute. I'm ignoring. You know what? I'm mute. If I could mute them, I'm muting them. Because you know what the funny thing is? I hear members of Manchester City being like, our manager, Pep, isn't playing the young players. He's sending the young players on loan. He's not having them involved. And then they want to use examples like what's happening at Arsenal and at Liverpool with them playing these youngsters. You know what's hilarious? Because they want to use this Liverpool example with the winner that was done by Rio.
Oh, because Rio scored, yeah.
When did Rio get subbed in that game? Chat?
It's probably late.
The 90th minute. In the 90th or 89th minute, they subbed on this 15, 16-year-old. It wasn't like he was trusted to start the game. It wasn't like he was trusted to play 20-something minutes. He came on for impact late in the game.
The younger players for you, you lot are talented enough to be starting. They should be starting the games. There's no one there that I look like. Take Oscar Bob out of it because he is Cherky's how old? Cherky's 22.
Yeah,
he'd be 20.
I got no problem with him starting Flawless.
Yeah,
I got no problem with him starting. But they can't use Flawless. Hold on. They can't use the Liverpool example. The Liverpool manager trusted this young player to get on late in the game when he exhausted all other subs as well. And he's like, you know what? I'm not going to say last ditch effort, but he's like, you know what? In an attacking option, tired legs late in the game, go out, do what you can. It's very different. We know this. Subbed on is very different than starting. So I don't know how some have been watching football for so many years and they're trying to make them equal.
Yeah, but there's no players for you, like I said, outside of Oscar Bob who really shouldn't be starting week in, week out. The rest of them man should.
Flawless is
obviously there'll be rotation, but they should be playing week in, week out. They're your better players.
You've got hold on. But you're ignoring experience. You're ignoring.
But again, that's a myth. Who's not experienced out there?
Flawless. What player did your Sir Alex Ferguson play until he was like in his 40s? Are you trying to tell me there was never a player that was good enough to play? But no, there's something to say about experience.
Your older players are cooked. That's why you had the season you had last season.
Who's cooked? He didn't play any of the older players.
They're done. No, last season. What are we talking about?
I'm not talking last season anymore. No.
So why does last season not? The reason why you have to revamp, they're cooked. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne.
Bernardo Silva is not. No.
He's done, man. It's over. You out. I'm trying to think. Foden will have to wait and see. Doku's rubbish. There ain't even Nunez ain't it. There isn't even anybody else. Who's missing? Outside Rodri, of course, yes. Rodri is key for you, lot. Foden. You're talking two players. I think you are definitely overstating it. It's literally two players we're talking about here. Unless you want Bernardo Silva out there, which is crazy. Bernardo Silva should not be starting games for you, lot.
Oh, you're wild. You're wild.
Bernardo shouldn't be starting. His form's been dropping off.
No, that's because you're looking. Obviously, it's more than G&A. Like this is a player. Yes, exactly. So what he does out there is very needed. What he's done in terms of the player of Bernardo Silva, the reason why he's logged so many minutes for Manchester City, the reason why Pep has trusted him to play left back, false nine, central midfield, right wing, left wing, is because
Benedict is cooked, man. It's over. Wrap it up. It's done. Bernardo's cooked. But don't get misunderstood. A cooked Bernardo is still going to perform to a certain level because he has certain fundamentals. He's never going to be terrible because he's so technically sound. When's the last time he had a good season for you lot?
Everyone had a poor season. He had a good season the season prior.
I disagree with that. I don't think he did compared to his level. No. The level he was at and the level he set for himself. No, he wasn't good 2 seasons ago. No.
He was.
Bernardo Silva was one of the best central midfield. I still think Bernardo Silva, like basically all the years bar the last two has been one of the best, probably the most underrated central midfielder in the league. I think he's been quality, super underrated. He's fall off. He's been cooked, man. He's been nowhere near that level. Compare him to what he has and what he is now. He's nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Why we just be honest about this?
I happen to disagree with you. I was really impressed with his performance when we played Chelsea last season and
he's gonna have individual performances that are good because he still has, like I said, fundamentals. When I say he's cooked, that doesn't mean he's terrible or he's washed or I'm saying for his level. It's like when Ronaldinho went to AC Milan. All right, so I'll explain. It's like when Ronaldinho went to AC Milan. Ronaldinho still has the technical ability to skim a man and go past a man, but it wasn't the Ronaldinho that was at Barcelona.
If you're telling me he's not peak Bernardo,
that's the point I'm making. He's nowhere near that level. It's not even peak. He's nowhere near that level he was at. Because if he was near that level, he walks into this side. No, he's done. He's cooked. But he can still perform but like I said, because he's technically because he has the fundamentals from a technical standpoint, he still has the ability to play good games. He can control a football. He can go past the man. He can still pass the ball, etc. But he can do nowhere near what he used to do, man. Nowhere near what he was. Bernardo Silva's quite one of the best. Is he one of the best midfielders in the league now? No.
No, he's not one of the best, but when you say, okay, maybe it's a translation thing.
He's not one of the best and he was, without doubt, he was one of the best midfielders in the league. Now he ain't even top 10.
I don't know about that.
He ain't top 10. Come on, man. He ain't even top 3 at City.
Wow. You don't think
he's better than Mamouche, Rodri, or Reinders right now?
Marmouche isn't a midfielder.
As a 10. You know what I'm saying? So what we saying as an 8?
No, but even Bernardo at his best wasn't a 10. As an 8.
What do you want to say? You call him as an 8. He ain't better than Reinders or Rodri right now.
Well, listen, no one's better than Rodri, Ballon d'Or.
Cool.
Right? Reinders' young version of Bernardo. Okay.
He ain't better than him right now.
It's not by much.
I don't even think it's close, to be honest.
And honestly, it's only because of physicality. That's the only reason. Yes, I think Bernardo. Yeah. Okay, but okay.
Yes.
Hold on.
Agreed.
Okay, maybe it's a translation thing because when you say cooked, and you say he shouldn't even be starting, that's where I disagree.
No,
with you.
he shouldn't. He shouldn't be starting. When you have,
I disagree with you. That's where I disagree with you.
And he shouldn't be ahead of who? He should not be playing games over Reinders right now.
Okay, but
he shouldn't be. Reinders should be starting. So you telling me Reinders shouldn't be starting week in, week out?
Okay, Reinders, however you
want to pronounce it. Reinders. Yeah, let's Reinders. You don't know what we're talking about.
Reinders, Nico Gonzalez, and Shirky.
Yes.
Week 2 had poor games.
Yes.
Okay, so they started. All 3 of them started. Now, what will be interesting, for us when we watch week 3, and if we happen to see Pep choosing to drop Shirky or Pep choosing to drop Reinders and starting Bernardo. Now, this is where we're going to have the back and forth, the conversation. If Bernardo in week 3 has a better game than Reinders or Shirky, then you can understand why, again, rotation-wise, long-term, Reinders, player you want to invest in. Shirky, the player you want to invest in. But the reason why it's close, the reason why I'm not saying he's cooked is because that rotation is going to be important for the two of them. And we could get Bernardo, not play every game, but maybe play every other game at that level. Now, I'm only in agreement with you. I'm only in agreement with you when you say Bernardo can't play every game like he did. And that's peak Bernardo.
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. Reinders is 27, by the way.
Okay. But Bernardo, I believe, is 30. Bernardo's 30.
Yeah, he's 31. He should be starting week in, week out, is the point I'm saying. Bernardo's an old 31 in regards to miles on the clock. He's an old 31. Supremely old.
Okay.
The miles on the clock, yes. He was playing 10, 8 in a pivot, left back at times, right wing, doing it like he's just not it no more. I get it, man.
He's been supernatural.
Because we've had success with these players, seeing them not be themselves and fall off is tough to take. I get it. I've been there before.
No, don't do all that.
Don't do that. It's facts. So you telling me he's not old 31?
Yes, I'm not in disagreement with him not
So
being
why?
an
So why are you
old 81.
saying don't do that
I'm
when
in
you're in agreement
disagreement
with me?
because there's part of what you're saying I'm in agreement with, and there's part of what you're also saying that I'm in
Okay, so what
disagreement
part
with.
don't you agree with? What is the
I
part you
think he,
don't agree with?
I think he can still start for City.
Week in,
Like
week out.
no,
So
no,
do we
not week
agree
in
on
week
that
out.
then? I'm saying he shouldn't. So we in agreement then.
But you're saying he shouldn't start. You're
He
telling me he
shouldn't
shouldn't
start
start.
week in, week out. He should start sporadically. If you lot are
Okay.
playing Burnley at home, yes.
No. That
If you
okay.
lot are playing Sunderland away, yes. Spurs at home, no, he shouldn't be starting the game.
I want
No.
him playing. I want him playing versus Arsenal. I want him playing versus Liverpool. I
Why?
want him because because the game isn't just played with physicality, flawless. You know this.
Absolutely.
The game's
Yeah,
played
of
up here as well. So a
Facts.
player that's not going, the game's not going to be too big for him. A player that
No.
knows the physicality of the Prem, the pace of the Prem, is why I'm going to want Bernardo in addition to one of those other new additions to my club also on that pitch. I want
Yo, man,
balance. What
that's
and this is a
27
conversation.
playing, man.
This is a
He should be
conversation I
playing.
was getting to that we kind
Go
of got sidetracked.
on,
What
go on.
Pep did in terms of quote unquote when I said he was listening to the fans and put on the 11 that the fans were calling for, I think the balance was lost. I think the balance was lost because Shirky, Reinders, and Nico Gonzalez weren't ready for the physicality that Spurs brought in that game.
I
The
don't think Bernardo
midfield.
Silva helps with that though.
Okay, well, we're in disagreement. I think he
Do
does.
you think Bernardo Silva helps with that? No, he don't.
Okay, flawless. I say yes, he do. We're not going to keep doing
How
this.
is
You
it-
can express your
based
point
off
later.
of what? No, what are we basing this off?
What do we?
His physical attributes ain't there to be dealing with Sarr and Kudus and everyone like that. It's not his game anymore.
Why not? What? No,
That's
this
not
is
his,
where,
because that's not his game anymore. That's the
listen,
weakest part
it
of
is-
his game is his physical side.
Listen, it is his game, but he can't do it week in, week out.
All right, so where was it last year when you lot were getting ran through and he was playing then? Where was his physicality helping? Because we watched you lot get ran through all
play
season long.
1v10. You can't play 1v10. So
Okay, but you're saying it, so why is it not 1v10 now? You're saying the players
it's not
ain't ready for it.
1v10 now because he's surrounded with other players that can keep pace.
Who-
Last year you had Kova, you had
Who are the
KDB
players that can
that
keep
couldn't
pace?
run.
Who are the players that can keep pace?
I'd partner Nico Gonzalez and Bernardo with Reinders. That's what I would do.
You partner Gonzalez, Reinders, and so we're in agreement that he should play. Reinders.
With who?
With
Wallace.
Gonzalez or Rodri or whoever.
That was
That's
never the
point I'm
problem. The problem's been you disagreeing with me thinking that Bernardo should play. You don't think he
Yeah,
should
he
play.
should.
I think he should play.
Nah,
That's it.
crazy. I'd say he's been barbecue chicken, but all right, cool. Go on.
Yeah,
Carry
so
on, carry on.
this is where we were getting at. But I wanted balance. I think if my manager brings balance, because there's not, and again, this is why. Listen, Flawless, I think you're only seeing it one-sided. It's not just the physical balance that I want. I need someone on that pitch. He's captain for a reason. I need someone that's going to keep everyone calm the heck down. I need someone that's also going to be like, this is what you should expect. This is how we're going to move for maybe the first 20 minutes of this game and keep your head in the game. These 50-50s, we need to be winning. We can't be giving up the ball like this. So that's the balance that I want. Not just physicality, mental. We've been able to do this because you don't just do with physicality. You don't continue to win, get titles, and outdo other clubs by 1 point if you do on the final day because of physicality. A lot of it's mental. So I think the manager is gonna tinker with this balance. I think it's also hopefully it's a wake-up call because every other club should be doing a cookie cutter of what Spurs did. Every other club should be like, you know what? We're gonna press them. We're gonna see whether Trafford can deal with this. Every other club should be like, you know what? We are gonna press them.
You concerned? Or you just look at it as one mistake?
Young player mistake. There's going to be growing pains. Yeah.
Donnarumma, what's going on there? Because I seen reports. I think it was yesterday, saying that
player terms are in agreement is what I'm hearing right now.
Okay.
I think that's the
happy
latest.
About that? Not happy? Where'd you stand with that?
I'm only happy if it means Ederson's leaving.
Because would you prefer Ederson to Donnarumma?
Well, I'm only having Ederson for 1 year because after this year he's gone. This Donnarumma is gonna, this is his last year. Ederson is in a final year of his contract. So my only acceptance is preference of Donnarumma versus Ederson is because I know Donnarumma long term. Ederson, he's going to be moving on. So I don't think the club is going to risk being in limbo to only have Trafford as their main keeper next year. But yeah, man, I don't know what's happening with regards to the offer. I think it's 30 mil. No higher than 30 mil.
I think it's 30 million euros, something like that.
Yeah, so I think it's no higher than that. I'm not upset with the deal. I think if it means Donnarumma's going, then Ederson's out the door. Trafford's gonna play that backup role, gain that experience. He's a young keeper. I'm not gonna be like, oh, first impressions, this is what I'm labeling you for the rest of your career. He made a mistake. I've seen Ederson make that pass, Ortega make that pass. We've seen even the best, even the Allisons make errors in terms of trying to keep possession. So I'm not gonna hold it to him, but that second goal killed us, man. That second goal killed us because, and funny enough, our Marmoush's chance to score minutes later, that's when Spurs
happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens in EA all the time too, right? It's like it
happens in EA, happens in real life, man.
It's real life.
Exactly. Premier League in particular, when a team misses it happened. Liverpool, Bournemouth happened. Yeah. Bournemouth missed a good chance, and then Ekatike went down over and scored. Happens all the time.
So that was deflating, and then the second goal, I see what he was trying to do, but and again, for some that want to crash it on Pep isn't telling the keeper, Pep isn't telling any player, force the pass to keep possession. If the pass isn't there, you kick it long. Like that's not a surprise. That's not Pep telling any player or the keeper, nah, keep possession. I don't care if it's risky. If it's not there, you send it long. We have Erling Haaland for a reason, right? There's a reason why, and I don't think Trafford trusted his distribution that way. I think maybe he was caught in two minds as well. Maybe thinking that
you just passed it to the wrong foot. That's what happened. Should have passed it the other side.
On the wrong side, yeah. I mean that is the case.
Whoever the attacker was closing down the Liverpool
on his left side.
Yeah, and you never pass it to the side of the players on, and he's passed it to the wrong side. He got caught. If you pass it the other side, you probably be all right. But it's a high risk, high reward playing out from the back, because if you beat that press, hella open space. If you don't, highly likely to concede.
Another thing we need to get back in the form of is we need to release these passes to Haaland. I'm not saying that they're decoy runs, but if he's making that run, especially if he, any of you that have played striker, if you put the hand down and you kind of show the channel where you want that ball to go, release it. Give the player a chance to get on it. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But those, because again, whether you've played attack or in defense, and Flawless, you've played defense. When you've had to deal with one of those attempted pass, you're now on alert. You're now defending a little different because
wait, what do you mean the diagonal? What do you mean? Which
like a ground pass trying to get behind you or
that's a nightmare. Yeah.
So now you're like, I gotta stay close all the time. Now you're kind of keeping that distance. So I want us to release those passes a little more. I think we need to keep defenses honest. We can't just always walk it into that final third. And I think Haaland will be better off for it. Also,
so you want to go a little bit more direct, is what you're saying at times.
A little more direct, especially when Haaland's calling for it. This is a man that times his runs. He's not no fool, right? No disrespect. He's no longer your player, Liverpool fans, but he's no Nunez. He doesn't live offside. So I send that pass, give him a shot at it.
He's just not Pep's thing. But him running channels could actually work. That's the craziest part, but it's just not going to happen.
Flawless.
But it makes sense though. What you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, but he's running those channels. The difference is the only player, and I refuse to believe that Pep said, KDB, you're the only one with the green light. I refuse that. But KDB had the confidence, left foot, right foot to release it. And they didn't always get there. Some of the passes got intercepted. Some of the pass had the defender have to slide and clear it.
KDB was the only, it's not a Pep thing. I can't imagine Pep saying, yeah, hit channels, Haaland, you do. Nah. God.
Right? So I need that to happen more. Now,
big up catch. Hey Solomon, big up. Sorry, I just put the visual of a conversation of Pep saying that, right? Haaland, but especially when we know he said to Haaland, stay central.
Yeah,
But it could work though.
he said he's told Holland stay central, but
Yeah.
listen, we obviously watch games differently when it's our team. I see Holland as well when we talked about the balls over top or some long balls.
Yeah.
He'll drift and obviously pull that defender.
That makes sense. If you lot are
Right?
trying to catch the team in transition and counter attack, yeah, that can
Yeah.
happen. But
So
it's rare that you lot get that because normally you're the team in possession. You don't
Yeah.
really get time to like. It's rare City are in a basketball game because Pep
No, and
likes to control game.
it doesn't need to be a basketball game all the time because even when we play it back, even when we recycle the ball and it gets back to the keeper, we know that the defense, maybe they don't get to the half, but they do press up a little bit. And then I just need the players to be a little braver with the ball. This game, I'm not losing my mind off of it. Yeah, disappointing loss.
I didn't expect you to. I expect you to be disappointed, but not losing your mind.
Spurs 2-0, another clean sheet. I mean, Thomas Frank is a manager that was always going to be like concerning from a City standpoint because he did have good results at Brentford. But listen, when the game ended, I was like, is Newcastle going to do me a favor? When the game ended, I was like, yeah, you know what? I got to wait till Monday, but maybe. And you are at Carnival, so I don't think you've been linked up hearing the socials or hearing in the conversation.
Cool.
I need to go back. And again, I didn't watch the game. I kind of watched it, heard the inflection in terms of like the announcement and brought my eyes to the game here and there. But there was a red card in the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not up to speed. I don't know if any of the Liverpool fans have been talking about the PGMOL.
United Liverpool Bayesian show after this with Bayesian Reds TV. So this is a lovely segue to that show.
Okay. Oh, you're doing this post after this?
Straight after this, yeah.
Okay. What time you set up? Because I don't want to.
No. Say your piece. Say what you're gonna say, man. This is great. Fuck Liverpool. I'm with you on this. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just curious on whether the Liverpools, the Arsenals, those are the two clubs, fan bases that tend to complain most about the PGMOL. I'm curious if there was any energy for them this past game because I saw the Gordon. Yes, he went in aggressively, pulled out of a tackle, still received a red card after reviewing it on VAR. Thought it a little harsh given the temperament of the game, given what the energy was with regards to the game. But then you can't help but observe the other decisions that happen within the game, the other things that kind of go your way or go against you. And I'm curious whether any Liverpool fan would be like, Liverpool fans were fortunate to have kept 11 players on that pitch. I don't know, but the game played out the way it is. Credit to Slot, the late winner. I believe was it 7 minutes added on, 11 minutes added on. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was like 19-11. He scored the winner.
So credit to Liverpool.
The chat saying that it was a red card, the Gordon challenge on Van Dijk, like 100%. So the chat
100% red card. Now, were there any second yellows that didn't get called? Or were there any challenges that didn't get reviewed with the same scrutiny? I'm just asking the question. I've been told that Konate kind of got away with a few in that game. I got told that Gravenberch got away with a few in that game. It's just a balance. I'm not accusing anything. I'm just asking. Wallace, you like to do this? I'm just asking the question. Now,
I remember that when I'm just asking the question.
Yeah.
I remember that. This guy, now you want to use my bars. When it's me, it's a problem. You see how this guy just a joke, man. When I say it's a problem, and I'm just asking questions.
But again, I don't want it to be misconstrued. I don't want it to be like Vader doing agenda stuff. Yeah. I don't want to be misquoted either. I just want to ask, what's the energy like with regards to some of the non-microscoped VAR analyzed challenges that took place?
It seems, again, I say this all the time, you're going to get decisions that are great for you, like go against you, and the decisions that are going to be right and decisions that are going to be wrong against you, because the referee, we all get them. How about you just deal? If you do what you're supposed to do on the pitch, you'll be all right.
I
That's what
think
I always-
I'll also say this. I think there should be concerns over at Liverpool despite the win. Whether
Definitely
there's a
concerns.
time or place for it, I've been saying it. I was told the curtain raiser. What are you gonna really do? Community Shield, Charity Shield, whatever you guys want to call it. It's the Community Shield in my book. But I didn't see.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't see a good game from Van Dijk. Week 1, I didn't see a good game from Van Dijk. Week 2, Van Dijk had a better game in my opinion. Konate's looking a little. Is he looking at La Liga? Is he thinking about the beaches in Spain? I don't know. Is Trent sending him some email, some text, right? Is he letting him know, yo, life down here? Listen, I don't know, but it looks like Konate's a little off. He had some really, really questionable moments. I think he should have gotten punished a few times, but Newcastle weren't ready to score. What's interesting is 2 games, and you guys have surrendered 2 goals. And not only that, you surrendered 2 goals versus 10-man Newcastle. Like, when everybody wants to talk, and rightfully so, you talk about City, how poor we look, our defense, and I'm surrendering goals versus Spurs, who put up a really good fight versus PSG. I'm surrendering goals versus Spurs, who looked really good week 1. And again, I gifted them 1 goal. The first goal they took, deservingly so. I gifted them 1 goal. My defense is talked about as being really concerning, a problem. This is why City aren't favorites. I get it. I accept all that. I'm not favorites. Maybe 3rd, 4th, maybe. If I win this league, it's big things.
We're going.
No, Chelsea are looking really good. I can't discredit Chelsea.
All right. How good did they look against Palace?
What? Palace is a good team.
Question?
No. They didn't look good, but Palace is a good team. So that's
Bournemouth not a good team.
Not as good as Palace, in my opinion. Not in my opinion. I now Palace are weaker now with the exit of
Newcastle. Not a good team.
Newcastle are all a good team, but down to 10 men, Flawless? Down to 10 men? What are we doing here? Hey, 11-11, I hear you. I don't know why you're doing this Liverpool defense, but 11-11, I hear you. Down to 10 men, unacceptable. Surrendering
you're doing Chelsea praise. That's why I was confused.
I'm not doing Chelsea praise. All I said is I'm 3rd, 4th best. Favorites, I mean. I'm 3rd, 4th favorites.
No one has you Chelsea fan. Outside of Chelsea fans, no one
Club World Cup winners.
Outside of Chelsea fans, no one has you finishing below Chelsea.
Okay, all right.
The other 2, I hear it because
okay,
I've heard that in the regular.
All right, that I didn't mean the 4th. That 4th favorites triggered you. I'm 3rd.
Yeah,
favorite.
that's what it was. Okay? Yeah, we ain't giving Chelsea
favorite. Yeah, I'm 3rd favorite.
Chelsea.
But they want to talk about my defense, Flawless. They want to talk about how vulnerable I look. Oh, these counters. Oh, these. Listen, if I was surrendering 2 goals, 10, like being up 11 versus 10,
you got a point still.
Thank you. All right. I often, chat, don't get it twisted. I often have good points. This isn't me just
on a regular basis. You do 100%.
Yeah. All right. Cool. You kind of said that like
that's why you're here now on a regular. Because again, like I say, with Chelsea, at times you just too much. So that's what it is. But yes, you regularly have very, very valid points, especially when it comes to talking about Liverpool, which I use at a later date and quote you when I do.
Hey, I'm cool. I quote you often as well. Now, if I was surrendering 2 goals against a team that was down a man, they're their only prolific scorer, right? Like Gordon is the guy when it's not Isak, right? If I'm surrendering 2 goals versus a Newcastle without Isak playing and without a Gordon playing, 10 men.
Oh wow. Yeah, because Gordon got sent off.
Yes, Flawless D. Yeah, see. So
I forgot that it was him that got sent off, and then they
one sent off. Yeah, so again, the goals being scored. I'm just saying. Now, I'm in Vader games. First name Vader, last name Games. I admit my defense has some questions.
Yeah,
now, do Liverpool fans admit that their current defense? I'm not talking if they get injuries. I'm curious.
I
right
think most
now.
Liverpool fans will tell you that they need to pattern up. But they've had
so?
two new additions. They've got 2 new additions in their back four as well. So I think that adds to it. You're not wrong in what you're saying. They need to pattern. They do.
The funny thing is, the only new addition that played was Kirkes because Frank Pong is recovering from a hamstring.
He was that right back for them. You played right back.
Was it Gomez?
No way was it? That could also contribute to it then if it was Gomez or like a Shabazla or something.
It was a Shabazla. It was Shabazla.
Yeah, that's why then.
Yeah.
If you're saying they conceded, because he's no right back.
Now,
let's be real.
He's no right back.
Right back. He's not right.
He's no right back,
and you got Gravenberch and Curtis Jones in. Now I see why they conceded.
Wait. You think it's the midfield?
No, it's a combination of everything. You got a makeshift right back. And you don't really have a defense. You don't really
have
giving
a little bit of a. You're giving a little bit of a blight to Van Dijk and Konate.
No, it's not blight. It's in agreement, but I'm explaining to you why I think it happened.
Okay, all right.
Because Shabazz like right back. He ain't right back, and then you don't have a defensive midfielder in there. Defensive.
I'll be tuned in. I'll be tuned in to hear what the Liverpool fans, because again, they're experts of their team.
Maybe Sai was right, man, because Sai's been talking about their lack of depth. Gadi's not here.
It wasn't hey, hold on. But again, it's not a depth thing right now. Shabazz didn't play. Okay, yes, they could have maybe played Connor Bradley when they get healthy as Frank Pong. But I'm curious. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and watch the goals, because again, were the goals surrendered versus a Newcastle down to 10 men, right? A Newcastle down to 10 men, were those goals surrendered because of Szoboszlai when you're already a man up, or because Jones was also partnered up in that midfield next to Gravenberch? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it to the Liverpool fans, the experts, to talk about that. But everybody wants to tell me that I need to be worried about my defense. No one seems to be worried about Liverpool's as currently constructed defense. So we'll see. I get it. Everyone can do the injury. In the event of injury, I'm worried about this. I want some depth. But as the reason why I mentioned
that, without injury, Sai's been talking about Liverpool's lack of depth. He's saying without it, he's like he don't like what's going on. He wants more.
He wants more.
After seeing that team,
I want more spending for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I hear it. More spending over at Liverpool. Now, Isak.
If I'm talking about spending, that's jokes. Go on.
Hey, I sell well.
Isak, go on.
I sell well. I'm okay to buy whatever I want. I'm one of the best sellers in the world. Now, when it comes down to, shout out to my Blue brothers as well. Now, when it comes down to Isak and this whole drama, I tweeted this. And funny enough,
I'll ask you this before you tweet this. Do you think he's? I'm not going to ask you this now anyway. Where do you think he ends up? Does he stay at Newcastle or does he join Liverpool? Not what you want to happen. What do you think happens?
It's not a. The world is different now. Yeah. The world is different now. If it was like back in the day when a lot of things were
now, 2025. Do you think the deal?
2025.
Never mind. I've already said I don't think the deal happens.
Well, I think the deal, in my opinion, I don't think the deal goes through in this summer transfer window. Mm-hmm. I think it gets revisited in the January transfer window, when there's a little more desperation on the Liverpool side for this back-to-back. I think right now there's a lot of ego at play, and I'll be the first to say, whoever is representing Alexander Isak, terrible agency, terrible advice, terrible consulting. I don't know what was working in there. And for all the Liverpool fans twerking and saying, oh, he's right to do what he's been doing. Listen, what fool in 2025 goes off of gentleman agreement? Who's doing this? You think agents out there are getting their bonuses because they had a handshake and said, you know what? Yeah, we hit a couple rounds of golf. When my player gets 20 goals, you're going to pay me this bonus. You think that's how deals get done? No, they get done because you write things on paper. They're contractually done. Whoever told you you're going to Liverpool, don't worry about signing a contract. Don't worry about putting any terms. That you need to get new advice. You need to get a new agent. And let this be a lesson to any upcoming player that wants to talk about, we had a gentleman's agreement. It's nonsense. and it's a cop out. The letter that you posted on social media to kind of pull at the heartstrings or whatever, that was silly. That was childish. And you get the club having to put out another response. Listen, it's business. Get terms that both sides can agree to, and things get done. But right now, no. Right now, you're not leaving for not the right evaluation for the departure of your skill set. Scoring goals are the most difficult thing to do in football. And you think a club's just going to give you away? They're going to give you away to another club in the league that are trying to go back to back? What kind of nonsense is this?
I said this Liverpool could have sorted it out. I blame them, but their fans don't want to play. Big up Sai as well. I actually mentioned his name one too many times. But Vader, shout out your channel. Let me know what you got coming up the rest of the weekend. Always good chopping up with you. Great to have this show back, man. It's great to know. Great to come back to this show, actually.
No, I appreciate it. We bring balance into the world of football YouTube, right? We do our features on other shows. We let others talk. They get their bars off, but it's interrupted. And I see it often when Flawless is on the shows. He gets cut off. You get the host wanted to like stop mid flow so he doesn't get the bars off cleanly. He doesn't get that right jab or that hook or cross. Now, this show is needed because we can get what we want off of our chest and express. Now, y'all can find me easily. You see it right there. Sub to Vader Games TV. Get the numbers up. Show-wise, I got a light week this week, so you're going to see some content from me. And know this. I'm third favorites for the league. Liverpool are doing something that we've never seen before with regards to being champions and winning and spending. Credit to them. They want this back-to-back desperately, deservingly so. It's not easy. Flawless, me, Flawless, my Blue Brothers, we've done Prem back-to-back. The Arsenals, the Liverpools, y'all don't know what that feels like. The Prem back-to-back, right? If I were to, it's a late night thing. So when you get that girl back-to-back, it's different. It's different. Y'all haven't been able to do that. You get one date here, another date, a couple years. Listen, it's different over here. The back-to-back, I see what you guys are doing, Liverpool. And Flawless, he caught on late, but he said, City, you must. So I'm going to do my part. I got to keep pace.
That was in that moment in time. They know.
Here we go.
You didn't want me to be involved anyway. You was like, oh, it's too late. So, you know what? F you, Vader, about that. Now, all of a sudden, this guy was using. This guy said, nah, you can't come over here and da-da-da. Bet you lot subscribe to Vader Games TV.
Subscribe, bless. Thanks for having me on.
Links in the title, people. Links in the title. Big up to Northside for the raid. Big up Judge Mo for the raid as well. I don't think I missed one. We're redirecting. It's redirecting over to the United Liverpool show, Bayesian show.
I'm going to tune in.
Bayesian Reds TV. They're going to have plenty to say about what Vader said. So that's going to be good, people. So, yeah, we're going to be over there. They have plenty to say. You lot run up the likes on here. Hit the subscribe button as well. Like I said, literally. So hit the like button before you leave here. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit the notification bell, Sarcasm City TV, YouTube. And then when you get over to the United Liverpool Bayesian show, people, get your further United questions in, get your Liverpool questions in as well, and run up the likes and subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV as well. And don't forget, this show, all the other shows you see on the channel are available on all audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., people. So we are indeed closing out. Big up. Love to all of you lot. This has been the Manchester United, Manchester City pod. Mandem United pod meets the Mandem City pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. Literally see you lot in 2 minutes. There you go.